Hello,
hmm
everybody, and welcome to another Geoguessr video. And today, we are changing up the format a bit. Of course, you might remember that we had a great talk with Kodiak. Today, I've got Australia's best Geoguessr player with me. His name is Oscar. He's known by the internet alias of Zigzag. He has rose to prominence in the Geoguessr community since quite a lot of time, since he joined in about early 2020-ish, and he has a YouTube channel with about 50,000 subscribers. He was also invited to the Geoguessr World Cup in Stockholm, Sweden, as one of the most best players to represent his home country of Australia. How are you doing, Zigzag? And I'm just really happy to meet you, as I'm a fan of your channel since quite a long time.
Uh,
How are you doing?
I am well, thank you. Yeah,
Yes. Just let's just dive into it as
yeah,
quick
I'm
as
well,
possible.
thanks. Should
Yeah.
I call you Zidane or?
Yeah, you can just call me whatever you
Sure,
want. All right. How did you start Geoguessr? What
sure,
was the
sure.
journey?
So I started Geoguessr when I was maybe 14. I first played at school, high school. Our teachers kind of showed us the game. And then I kind of rediscovered it when I was watching GeoWizard, maybe 2019, something around there. And that's when I kind of it came onto my radar and I started playing a little bit again. And then I guess it would have been 2020 when I got it for my ex-girlfriend as a birthday gift, and then I played on the account, and that's when I started
All
playing
right,
a lot.
so that's
So
how you got your Geoguessr account. So you got it as a gift, and then it just came to where it is. All right. So what was your most peak moment when you started turning pro and getting in that zone? Being a Geoguessr pro. When was that
ooh.
time?
Oh, that's actually a pretty like it's kind of like at first I was kind of not sure how to answer it, but that's actually pretty easy. The peak moment was when I got the 10-second no moving, panning, or zooming world record for diverse world. Um, that was like probably before I really started trying to get as good as I could. But it was just like it was a really crazy game, and it definitely like was the main thing that kind of put me on the map. Like it kind of had like it got some popularity on Reddit, and like a lot of people were paying attention at that point. So that was great.
All right, that's just amazing. All right, instead of okay, after that, let me just ask you some quick things. Like, what was your best guess in Geoguessr? Like the best ever in any team, tourney, competitive?
Ooh, best. Oh, okay. I can think of one. Of course, like geoguess, like sometimes what makes a best guess. Sometimes your greatest guess could like it could be hard to notice that it's your greatest guess or something. But one I can think of was in a Rainbolt tournament. It was the week that Dream was casting with
Oh,
Rainbolt,
damn.
and like it was the last round of this duel. Like I forget who we were playing. It might have been like the round of 16 or round of 8 or something like that, and like it was like a really red soil northern Victoria near Mildura, and the entire other team just went like Northern Territory, Western Australia, and I had just seen that coverage like a week earlier, and so I just like knew the exact road where it was,
Oh, boy.
and I was just really proud of myself for remembering it, and it won us the jewel, and like it was good because like Dream was like, oh, this is Australia, he'll know where this is, and I was able to pull through, so that was a good one.
All right, that's really good. And aside from that, let me just know about your favorite country. Aside from your home country is not allowed for obvious reasons.
Favorite country for guessing or favorite country
Guessing
in
for
general?
guessing for guessing.
For guessing. That's a good question. Like objectively speaking, there are a bunch of really like fun countries. Like it kind of depends. Like all in all, if I could only play like one country for the rest of time and just get really good at it, I think it'd be something like the US or something like that, just because it's so big. But I think like the average like France, Spain, Italy, they're like more fun just because
All
they're
right.
kind of more interesting landscape and kind of like architectural differences and stuff like that. So I mean, like overall, I would have to say US just because it has more depth and there's so many landscapes around the country. But like on average, it's not necessarily the funnest country.
All right. And your hardest country, I would say maybe it's somewhere in Asia, like Thailand or something, right?
Yeah. Thailand, I think I'm okay at. Cambodia, I've always struggled with. Um, like like I think it's a lot of countries that I struggle with are a lot of countries that everyone struggles with. So like Cambodia, I find really tough.
In region
Something
guessing or
like
identifying?
what else? Like Taiwan. I've just never really been good at like. Okay, for identifying, it's definitely Eastern Europe or like
Hmm.
Mediterranean Europe. One of those countries in there, maybe like could be like Croatia. No, not Croatia. Could be like Serbia or something like that. When it's
Basically,
I
Europe
don't know.
roulette.
It really depends. Like if it's no moving or no moving, panning or zooming.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Eastern Europe roulette is real. But then I think within for region guessing, something like Cambodia is really
Uh,
poor. And there's other countries that I just never learned, like Tunisia, Greenland, stuff like that.
Tunisia is like a 5 minute read, I guess. Maybe just need to put a little bit effort.
Yeah, Tunisia. Yeah, Tunisia is not a complicated country to learn, honestly. And there's like 500 points available there, either side. So I should learn it, but I just haven't got really around to it yet. I'm not bad at it. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
generally get the vibe, but
Like mid
often
end.
miss
Yeah.
the city.
Your favorite meta?
Yeah.
Any favorite meta you have?
Favorite meta. Well, this actually, like, if you wanted an exclusive, I don't know if exclusive is the right word, but like an interesting tidbit for the interview, is yesterday I was playing some Russia with Finn, and I came across or was told something that blew my mind, which also can double as my favorite meta, which is that there's like the red car in Russia was always to me told to be the brake light. Like everyone always talks about it being the brake light,
Yeah, it is the brake light.
but I discovered yesterday it's not the brake light. It's
Hmm.
just a red car, and because you can see it's the front of the car, not the back. And so I was just shocked. I honestly couldn't believe it. But there you go. It's just red car.
All right.
And
So
it's also a really great meta because it cuts Russia in half.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, about the World Cup that is coming up in like Sweden in like October 14th. So what are your preparations owing to that?
So my preparations were to play 25 games a day. And I was sticking to that regiment until I moved to Sydney. And then when I've been here, I've just been having fun and relaxing. So the preparation, I'm still been doing a bit, but not as much as I probably should. Still, for the last I'm almost halfway through my time in Sydney. For the second half, I'll be working a bit harder. I've also been like talking to Finbar a lot, who's the best Russia player in the world, or one of them. And we've been doing like some coaching sessions one on one. That's meaning my Russia game is definitely still improving, especially when I put my mind to it. But I would say all in all, haven't done an insane amount of practice. Like I think a lot of people honestly haven't been just because there's been no rainbow tournaments. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, there
I could be wrong.
definitely been a shortage of tournaments in the last past 1 2 months. All right, I'm gonna ask you the last few questions about it. Like, what is your favorite flag?
Ooh, favorite flag. I mean, I always say Barbados.
Hmm.
There's other good contenders like Albania. I really like Marshall Islands, and I like yeah. What was I said? Brunei is also pretty good. Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Aside from that, just one last question is that what are your message to the geography viewers and those people who are viewing this, and whether GeoGuessr can help your geography or any sort of thing like that?
Okay. Message for the viewers is to keep on playing GeoGuessr and keep grinding. Because I think GeoGuessr is in a bit of a lull right now in terms of like popularity and stuff, but it's a timeless game. It will be back, and the competitive scene will eventually be back, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so, like, make sure that you're like one of the good players when that happens. Yeah.
All
And
right.
then I would also say, in terms of like, oh, you're gonna. I was just gonna say in terms of geography, of course, it can help you with like geography. And like today, I was working with a guy at work from Sicily, and we were just talking about Italy, and I don't know the most about Italian geography and stuff, but at least because I play GeoGuessr, I can have a good conversation, and he's like impressed and everything, and it's a good way to start a conversation with different people from around the world, connect with people. So yeah, I would say it's good.
Yes, all right. That's all for today. And thank you so much for your time, Zigzag. I know you're a busy man, but thank you so much for giving us some time here. And that is that, everybody. I hope everybody has a great time. And we're going to meet you in the next video. Until then, bye.